In this video, I'll show you how I painted this Necron Immortal. Hello everyone, this is Jason from Warhammer Gaming, and for this video we will be painting a Necron Immortal. Looking forward to seeing how it turns out, so without further ado, let's get going. So the first thing that I did prior to recording this video was prime the model using Leadbelcher spray paint. Next, we're going to add a coat of Leadbelcher from the paint pot to most areas of the model except for the wires here, and the back and shoulder plating here and here. So some of you might be asking, why are we adding Leadbelcher from the paint pot when we already primed it with the Leadbelcher spray paint? As mentioned in my prior Necron videos, the Leadbelcher from the pot is a little bit brighter, a little bit shinier than the Leadbelcher spray paint. Admittedly, when you use the models on the tabletop, you won't notice much of a difference, if any. However, it's something that I personally prefer, so I'm gonna do it. Next, we're going to be using Brass Scorpion to paint the middle section of the forehead and then the back and shoulder platings on both the left and right sides. Now we're going to use Corax White to paint the following areas. These large wires attached to the gun here and here. The orbs on the gun and the spaces in between them. The eyes on the skull and the spaces in between the ribcage. Next, we're going to paint the center chest piece with Abaddon Black. Now, before we move on to the next steps, I think this would be a good time to go over the model and do some touch-ups on any areas where you might have made any errors. Alright, so I think it looks a little bit cleaner now. Next, we're going to be using Black Templar contrast paint to paint the Leadbelcher areas of the cylinders here, and most of the back 1/3 area of the gun here. Now we're going to add a coat of Nuln Oil over all the Leadbelcher areas. Next, we're going to dry brush the symbol on the center chest piece with Brass Scorpion. Next, we're going to use Tesseract Glow on all the areas that are painted in Corax White. Before you use the Tesseract Glow, be sure that the chemicals are all mixed together and the bottle is this uniform neon green color. Next, we're going to paint the top of the base using Khorne Red. Next, we're going to paint the side of the base using Abaddon Black. Now we're going to add a layer of Martian Ironcrust to the top of the base. Note, I'll be adding a thick layer of Martian Ironcrust in order to get a really nice ground cracking effect. Alright, so now we have to wait about 1 day for it to dry. Alright, about 1 day has passed, the Martian Ironcrust has dried, and I think it looks pretty good in my opinion. Alright, here's my painted Necron Immortal, and as always, I wanted to provide some quick commentary. The Immortal was a little more difficult to paint than the Necron Warrior model, but that's just mainly due to having more areas to paint, such as more orbs and wires on the guns. However, overall, I think it turned out well. One interesting thing to note about the Necron Immortal models that I bought is that you have the option to make them either Immortals or another unit called Death Marks, which are essentially Necron snipers. However, I really wanted Immortals, so that's what I built. But in the future, I may make a small unit of Death Marks. Anyways, that's the end of my video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to check out my other social media accounts in the description below. Until next time, this is Jason from Warhammer Gaming, signing off.